Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Everything's great here on my end. This will be a short video, just a few updates on how things are going. So I'm now, today's the 26th of August, so I guess 16 days ago I was in surgery. Right at this time I was getting out of surgery. Bone growth stimulator was delivered yesterday, and here it is. It is not the typical OrthoFix large collar, with like this unit hanging down here, like, you know, heavy, looks like hard rubber, indestructible collar. The OrthoFix. This is a pocket device. This is actually a little clip-on, belt clip. This is it. It's very lightweight. Plug in. This wire is running up the front of my shirt right now, and in the back of my neck, which I'll get rid of this thing. There are. Let me spin around for you. There are two sensors. Hopefully you can see those. If not, my apologies. A couple of sensors that you're supposed to put aside, around 3 inches aside your impacted vertebrae. Well, I've got 4 levels, so I'm not sure I don't know how well this thing's going to work, but I've heard some good things online. So we'll see. After the representative came, by the way, they don't just like hand this to you. A rep actually comes to your house, gives you the complete kit, sets it up, she insisted on putting it on me, the sensors and everything, steps you through all the instructions. It's not rocket science. It's pretty much straightforward. The main thing is that these sensors, you have to, when you shower, you have to disconnect it. And these sensors, you have to either cover them or remove them. They're this strange gel sort of stickiness, not like an adhesive stickiness, it's like a gel. And so this morning, after my morning walk, it was brutally hot and humid and I was sweating like crazy. I went to get in the shower, I pulled them off and I thought, oh, I hope these things are gonna stick. I put them back on after the shower. I didn't cover them or anything, I just laid them on my nightstand and worked fine. And I know that's working fine because that little blinking check mark that you see there is the indicator that it is working. If I pull this, it immediately starts buzzing and it tells you it's not working. Put that back in, starts check mark blinking again, it's working. So the cool thing is, hey, this is really lightweight. You're supposed to wear this, unlike the OrthoFix, which is like 4 hours a day. And people online seem to be very, like it's a major achievement to do the 4 hours, and then they take that thing off, which I always thought odd. Maybe it weighs a lot. If it does, then I'm really glad I got this. Because I was thinking, man, I'm going to wear that thing all day. If it's not too heavy, I'm going to wear that thing all day. And this one, it's so like you're expected to wear it 8 hours, but you can wear it 24 hours. And truth be told, I'm wearing it basically 24 hours. When I'm not showering, the last 24 hours, I've been wearing this except for when I showered. So it's a little awkward, when I'm on my exercise walks, carrying, have this clipped to my exercise shorts, my gym shorts, my phone, my AirPod case, because I don't have pockets in some of my gym shorts, so maybe I'll have to pick up some new ones. But that's it. So it's called the Biomet. So far, really pleased with it, as long as it works. We'll find out. It is not, okay, this is the part that I should have led with, right? It's not FDA approved, I found out, because I'm like, when she showed up with this, I'm like, what the heck is that? I've never seen anyone have one of those online. They all have the OrthoFixes. So after the rep left, I got on Google and Sure enough, the thing's not FDA approved for cervical spine. It's for lumbar spine. But the more I dug around, I asked on the Facebook forum. A lot of people have gotten them, and people seem to really like them. And the people that mentioned a result all said I was fused in 8 weeks or something. A couple people mentioned that they were fused pretty quickly. So I'll take it, man. I'll take it, and I'm gonna wear it 24 hours a day. Oh, by the way, if these sensor pads, they do wear out, I'm very fortunate my insurance will cover as many refills, and if the wires break, anything, they'll cover it. It's fully covered for me. It's one thing I've learned over the course of this surgery, that very appreciative of my health insurance, whereas in prior years I was relatively healthy, never had issues, so I would complain about the any little charge, but after you get a surgery that costs all in around $150,000, if you're paying out of pocket, and you're paying maybe all in, maybe I paid $3-4 grand in little bits and drabs over the last 6 months, and most of that is, a good chunk of that is and because I saw so many surgeons, because I wanted to make sure I got this right. So I can't really complain about can't complain about that insurance at all. So 8 hours a day, and then I'll see how this goes. And the scar is healing up pretty well, better than I expected, which I didn't know what to expect, but I figured it would look rougher at this point, only a couple weeks later. Every morning I wake up around 7 now, and I get up and I walk. So I walk around 3.5 miles in the morning total. About 25-minute walk to the local gym that has a track, and I cool down on the track by walking there, and then I walk back. So roughly 3.5 miles in the morning, and then late afternoon, usually early evening when it's cooler. It's so hot and humid right now, I'll do the same thing. So that's kind of my routine right now. So around 7 miles total of conscious active exercise. I'm not counting walking around the house and all that stuff, or doing other things. It's probably overdoing it. Honestly, I could walk 20 miles. My legs are fine. The strength is there. I probably would walk more if it wasn't so hot out. I would walk more shorter distances, but more often throughout the day. But it's just so hot and humid. I may scale it back this week. It's just probably a little too much. Collars. So this is the collar I'm wearing pretty much most of the time, except when I'm out of the house walking. If I'm out of the house, I'm putting on the hard collar. The other night, my wife and I went out to dinner at a local brewery, and I made sure to sit kind of tucked away in the corner and where it wasn't busy, and walked in with my hard collar, sat down, switched it to the soft collar, and that was great. It was good time. So that'll be my routine. In the house, I'm also going a little bit no collar to let this kind of air out. The doctor at my 2 weeks said, when you're sitting, go ahead and let it air out a bit. So I think I'm going to do that. Tomorrow morning, I have an appointment with my primary care doctor, who I saw in the beginning of the year for a physical, and hadn't seen him in probably 3-4 years prior to that. I don't typically go to doctors. It's funny because at the beginning of this year, I had a goal, which was take care of all these little kind of what I thought were minor issues in 2022, because I was turning, I was 50. I figured let's get it all done. So I showed up January 2nd was my appointment with him. That morning, showed up with a list, and it was all, and one of the things was, like I said, hey, I'm waking up. I've been waking up for years with numbness in my right hand when I wake up, and now I'm getting that sort of pins and needles feeling in the left, and it's a little concerning. And he just said, "Oh, you're sleeping wrong on it." Well, we all know that wasn't the case now. So I'm curious to see what he says, but I'm not expecting anything other than just, you know, how's it going? How you feeling? I didn't make this appointment. They called proactively to have me see him, I guess, because they're getting pummeled with all these reports about, you know, how I have a gaping hole in my neck now. So I guess they felt it was important. So that's it for now. I realized this morning my 6-week follow-up is really closer to 7 weeks, which stinks. The end of September on the 27th. But at this point, I'm trying to dig in to a healthy daily routine, trying to just appreciate each day, with an eye toward that date when I can hopefully get back to driving and, you know, ditch the collars and working out a little more, something a little more than just walking, would be really great. So hang in there, stay positive.